Do you think you will be better looking in 10 years' time? Starting with you, go ahead.
Yes.
All right. What about better looking in 20 years' time? So you're 18, better looking at 28. Yes.
Yes.
Better looking at 38.
No.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Yes.
You're 18, so better looking at 28, better looking at 38.
Maybe.
Your mom looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better looking at 48.
No.
Okay. What about you?
No.
Not better looking in 10 years. Okay. You're 55.
Yes.
Yep.
She's already looks so good, you guys. Oh my God.
I look better now than when I was 20.
You look better now than when you were 20.
Yep.
And then do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time? Whatever
Yes.
age you are?
Yeah.
You mysterious person, you.
Yes.
And will you be better looking in 20 years' time?
By then, yes, because there are so many things that are gonna come up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be an alien.
What about you? Better looking in
Yes.
10 years' time?
Yes.
20 years' time?
Yes.
30 years' time?
Yes.
46? So 56, 76, 66,
I'm
76.
gonna die really
Okay.
wise and
Of course.
fulfilled, and yes.
But it's about looks. But
Yeah,
46, are you better now, excuse me, better looking now at 46 than you were at 18?
Yes.
Better looking now than at 28?
Yes.
Better looking now at 46 than at 36?
Yes, because my core got stronger and I got
But
to,
it's about looks.
well, I don't value.
So if I don't even dispute as you get older, you can become more attractive personality-wise, or who
Absolutely,
you
more
are as a
wisdom,
person.
understanding.
Well, yeah, but attractive on that realm, but on the physical realm, which is what we're talking about.
So physically
That's what we're-
gorgeous, but ugly on the inside, how would you rate that person?
Wait, so physically
Gorgeous.
I would
but
say that she's
ugly.
physically gorgeous, but she's a terrible person.
Okay, but how overall would you rate that person? Overall.
In totality.
You have to give her a score.
You know what? I'll even grant to you that a woman who's average looking, or even below average looking, but who has a remarkable personality, is in totality more attractive than a beautiful woman who's awful.
There you go.
No.
That's my answer.
Sure, I'll even yes, but in totality. But when we're narrowing down, when we're getting into specificity. Is that a word? Specifics.
Specifics.
Yeah, that's
Specificity is a word, yes.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about.
So I'm talking about beauty is
physical beauty. Physical
Yes,
beauty.
and physical beauty projects through the beauty on the inside of the person.
Okay,
So,
I'll even
yes.
grant that, for example, a man or a woman who is smiling and has a positive disposition, it will manifest itself in their in appraisals of their physical attractiveness. I'll even grant that, but it's not enough to like tip the scales, really.
So the question is how I would feel, correct? How I would feel. Not the other people would feel, but how I would feel about myself, correct?
Not how you would feel, I hope you would think with reason and logic.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that the person that I would be beautiful when I'm 60 and 70 and has nothing to do with the physical looks.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, we put you in a room with you said better looking in 10 years. Oh, okay, we won't even use that. You're 46. We're going to put you in a room with your 26-year-old self, right? We'll put you in a room
with a 26-year-old
your clone
self?
when you were 26 in a room.
Yep.
And there's men in there. There's 100 men in there, different background, different age.
Sure.
So all different ages. Which one of the two women is going to be able to outcompete the other when it comes to getting romantic interest from the men in the room?
So the question is how I evaluate myself
You
or
could answer
how
the question.
others
I need you to
evaluate
answer the
me?
question. I need you to answer the question.
Okay, how others would evaluate me? Definitely they would choose somebody who is younger, and definitely how others.
Because
younger
she's,
body,
she's
younger
what?
body.
No, but because she's what?
Hot,
More physically.
attractive.
Oh.
But you see, my value
okay.
system does not go with the looks. My value system goes with the combination who the person is on the inside as well. I don't value
So were you
people.
a piece of shit when you were 26?
I did not have the knowledge that I am.
Is that what
now.
men care about?
I care about it.
No, do you think men care about that?
Do men care about it?
No.
Well, you said your knowledge.
I'm talking
No offense.
about who I am as a person on the inside, about my core.
So
as
you're
a
saying you were
human.
just a terrible person at 26?
I was going through very big transitions in my life. Big
You were a man?
transitions. No.
You used to be a man?
No, I went through very heavy trauma, big traumas. That's how I'm able to understand people. I went through so many
well,
things.
that's fair, but was your trauma so severe that it was like visible? Like if you were just walking to the grocery store when you were 26, was it like palpable? Was it visible to like someone who just walked by you? Like were you crying your way to the grocery store?
There were moments like this as well. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, but I assume you weren't crying 24/7.
Not 24/7.
So assuming these 100 men in this room didn't actually have 5 minutes to interact with either of you, and they were making appraisals on your physical appearance, which of the two would outcompete?
The guys would choose younger and hotter physically wise. But this is not how I feel like about myself. That's where my question
All
is.
right.
Is it how others would judge me or how I judge myself?
All right, okay.
Well,
Did we go around the table? I'll just move it on. Going around the table, better looking in 10 years' time?
Can I ask her one question first?
Go ahead.
I'm just like lost because we work in matchmaking. So maybe I don't know. Our industry's pretty small. We generally do things the same. Usually you present a profile of a woman with photos and a bio. And if the man is not attracted, he's going to pass. I don't care if I say to him, "Oh, but she's a great person. She's done a lot of growth." He doesn't care. He's like, "Cool, I'm not attracted." So
Absolutely.
you can
But-
say all this, but like
to put it
come
in
on.
the shell, to make the shell, that's easy. That's like what our makeup, hair, right clothes, like Nick posted this statement there. That's easy. How can you transform the personality? You can't in 1 hour.
So when you've presented a woman to one of your clients and he says, "I'm not attracted," when you say she's a great person, has he ever changed his mind?
I can make any woman look beautiful on the outside in a matter of hour. That is
Yeah, but you didn't
easy.
answer me. Has he ever changed his mind when you said she's a great person and she's done a lot of growth?
I do not present my females based on just personality. It has to be a combination. So I was
Right.
talking
So
about the
if a guy
combination.
passes on photos, do you try to convince him and say, like, if he and you say, "Oh, she has a great personality," has he ever changed
that
his
is
mind?
a huge. That is a bonus because, as you know, there is.
Has he
beautiful
ever
girls
changed his mind?
about whether he
Going on
likes
the
her-
date or
if
not?
she was actually great as a person?
If he wasn't attracted, he said, "I'm not attracted." And you're like, "Well, she's grown a lot.
No,
she's a great personality."
I know that
has
you
a client
cannot-
ever changed his mind?
You cannot change man's mind. Men cannot
Exactly.
visualize. Men need to. They are making
Yes.
decision on what is in front of them. So, but if I put the makeup on that girl, put the right clothes, and that it will be completely
You mean-
different.
He's still not changing his mind.
In my 30
hang on. You mean
years-
make the girl hotter? You mean
Yeah,
make the girl
no.
hotter, then you can change the mind?
If you
he's
put
not
the
changing his
makeup on
mind.
the girl, if you style her hair, if you put the right clothes on her, she definitely will get couple of points. Definitely.
Yeah, no,
It
no.
will be-
I get it, but think about what your argument is here, right? Your argument is literally her argument. You're saying, so if you make the girl hotter, she's going to be more appealing, right? That's the
Yeah, but
message.
men, yes, they are making choice based on what is in front of them. Men cannot visualize what she can be if you put the makeup on her and style her
They
hair.
just don't give a shit, right? They don't care.
man.
Like
If they said no, they said no.
What is the potential they're looking for? They're looking for the potential of good mother, right? Good homemaker, things like that.
No, it's
here's the things they don't. Here's the things they don't usually care
And that's
about.
where
They don't usually
personality
care about your
matters.
career trajectory. They don't usually care about your girl hobbies. They usually don't give a shit about any of that, right? They don't care about any of that. They care about kind of some feminine qualities and then how hot you are. It's not. I mean, it's not rocket science really for men.
They care about base, the core. The core, that's what I'm talking about. If the woman has a core,
Core.
yes, core on the inside. Is she
Tell me
gonna
about
be
your core.
like six
But you just said initially he's going to pass if he's not initially attracted. So the argument
to
doesn't
make someone attractive? That's easy.
It's not easy if the guy look, men have types, okay? I have clients, they have all different types, all right? I have 2 clients right now. Their type is tall, beautiful, curvy, blonde. That's what they're attracted
have
to.
lots
They're
of
like,
clients
don't present
like
me
this as
anyone
well."
else that doesn't look like this, and then I'd love to know about her. Then I have another guy, he's into very slender, size 2, brunette, exotic looking
And
women.
what is your strategy you are using for those type of guys as a matchmaker?
I'm going to present them the women that look like that, and then based on their personalities, like who would be the best match. But ultimately, we can't change a man's type. And actually, I encourage you to be with a man whose type you are. It is the best case scenario
So
for
you gave a man just physical look, what he's looking for. I
give him a profile to read and about her
I
and
also
tell him about her, and I know
have
her.
clients who are plastic surgeons, and those are the most freaking difficult ones. That they have to have a certain symmetrical face, symmetrical
Right, so you
this,
so you know what I'm
symmetrical that,
talking
and-
about. So you can't be like, I feel this way, and I'm going to be more attractive in 20 years. Like that's not societally
But
accurate.
when we're talking about the type of relationship that I create as a matchmaker, I create fulfilling and loving relationship. I look at the end result.
I understand you want to create that, but I think you're lying to yourself about the
I am
initial
creating
stages
that.
of our process, which is a man has to be initially attracted to give a fuck.
Absolutely. But I'm saying it's easy to do. That one is easy.
That's not easy.
To create. To
You're
make
saying
a
you can
woman
change her?
beautiful.
I can put makeup on her? No.
That's easy, but
All right, I mean-
personality, you cannot change
No.
that. So I'm looking at the core of the person because I know the physical look I can entice very easily. Very easily.
Even
But
if
I
he
look-
passes and says no initially, I'm not attracted to this woman. You think you can present him the same woman a month later with makeup and clothes? And he's gonna
Absolutely,
say,
I've done
no.
it. Try it.
No.
Try it.
I'm not going to try it. I'm good.
It works.
I'm good. I'm not going to try
It's
it.
And
the
men,
war of
they
the
would not even,
No.
they could not
Brian,
even
what do you
imagine that
think?
this is the same person.
Brian,
I'm
what do you
like,
think?
this is the girl you
They're
said
gonna find
no
out
to.
eventually.
What do I think about?
If she presented to a woman and you passed, you're just like, no, I'm just not initially attracted. I'm sure she's a great person, but I'm not initially attracted.
And then I put, created different pictures. I put the makeup on her. I put the right clothes on her.
He
I
hates makeup. He's saying no.
I style her hair and so on. And I show him the same woman, different photos. He will not even know it is the same girl. But I am
So you're-
always honest with my clients. I say, okay, but this girl you actually initially passed on. This one you said no to.
Well, how
Yeah.
substantial? I mean, look, a woman could, in terms of her presentation, when it came to like how she, her look, her whatever, she could change it, and then the appraisal could change. But I
It is
mean,
not about
to be
appraisal.
charitable, but then generally speaking, yes, I would agree here that I mean the initial appraisal's probably going to be consistent with any secondary appraisals.
The core of the person, that's what matters. To change the outside, that's easy. But that's what I ask you the question, like she is gorgeous on the outside and ugly on the inside.
Men do care about your core.
Yeah, we care
but
about it.
only when they're initially attracted and they get to know you.
But what I'm saying, that initial attraction to entice it, enhance it in a woman is easy. Same with men, by the way.
You can enhance it, but you can't change a man's type. So, in my opinion, if my client passes, I'm going to respect that. That's not his
I'm
type.
not saying
and
about
I'm gonna move
changing
on.
the
I'm going to show him
type.
someone else.
I'm not saying about changing the type.
All right.
Well, anyways, maybe